World Mobile has just expanded its core offering to include a brand new service. As a part of today's video, I want to touch on number one, what that service is, number two, the utility it provides, and then number three, how it stacks up compared to some of its competitors. What's up, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here, Fareed. As a part of today's video, we're diving into a brand new service that the World Mobile team has just rolled out. Now, I'm going to be jumping into what exactly that service is, providing some comparisons, reviewing some of the data package prices, and also touching on an update surrounding Operation Airnode. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. I want to give a huge shout out here to Cal from Clover Nodes, or from the Clover Stake pool. He, myself, and Rob meet once every other week to dive into everything when it comes to World Mobile. Now, I'll be having him and Rob on the channel this coming Saturday to dive into all the latest updates. You can definitely bet that World Mobile, now becoming a broadband service provider, will be on that agenda or on one of those talking points. Now, I'm not sure exactly how Clover Nodes was able to get this kind of alpha. I didn't actually see the official World Mobile team putting out an announcement surrounding the support for broadband, but this has been broken by him, who is a confirmed World Mobile ambassador. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead, jump right on in and take a look at the official website. So it is available at broadband.worldmobile.us, stating here, Reno's neighborhood network, affordable, reliable, and powered by people you know. No different than the original World Mobile mission when it comes to telecoms, aiming to connect the unconnected and basically provide internet connectivity and cellular service to areas that are currently underserved. Scrolling down right below, we've got the ability to either connect your home or a residential area, followed by the ability to connect a business or a commercial entity. Now I'm going to jump into the prices here, but some of the benefits include more bang for your buck, the fact that your neighbors are basically your service providers, and then number three, reliability, right? That's probably one of the biggest things here. I just had my internet go down about 3 days ago. I've got AT&T as my service provider, and over the course of about 12 hours, I realized how important it is to actually have internet, especially as a content creator, where everything that I do is on the computer. So I think reliability is definitely a huge factor here, and they're making sure to let the community know not only will the service that they're getting be hosted by community infrastructure, but that it's always going to be reliable. Scrolling down at the very bottom, it breaks down how you can actually earn. I'll jump into that section at the very bottom. So as you guys can see here, it basically breaks down whether or not you want to connect to your home or your business. Let's take a quick look here at some of the actual pricing data, and then I want to compare it to the biggest ISP or internet service provider in Reno right now, which does appear to be Cox Communications. As it stands, with the brand new broadband service coming out from World Mobile, we've got three separate packages. So we've got a fast, faster, and a fastest, with the fast providing 25 megabytes down or download speed with 5 up for about $30 a month, with the next package upping it up to 100 megabytes download, 10 megabytes upload for $59 a month. And then we've got the fastest package providing 500 megabytes download, 200 megabytes upload for $130 a month. Now, for me personally, I'm currently utilizing, again, AT&T. I do have gigabit internet speed, which means it will technically be 1,000 megabytes down, but I get about 700 or 800 or so megabytes up. Now, currently, I think I'm paying about $80. And again, this is just for me being transparent here, stating that my current package is a little bit faster for a little bit cheaper. Again, I think that as the World Mobile community grows, the ecosystem grows, they're going to be able to provide better and much more competitive pricing. But it's good to see them tapping into a brand new market or into a brand new niche. If I scroll over into the business side of things, let's quickly touch on these rates here. We have 100 down and 100 up for $99. 250 down, 250 up for $169. And then last but not least, 500 down and 500 up for $349 a month. Again, keep in mind that this is going to be a lot different, again, because this is for businesses as opposed to a residential or a retail market. Lastly, if you want to earn, you can actually go ahead and host one of the pieces of hardware directly above your roof, and you're basically able to connect a bank account and earn revenue depending on how many people have connected to your node in order to have gotten or in order to have gained internet access. So step number 1 is to check your eligibility. They've got a form you can complete down below. Step number 2 is to get approval and to actually have the installation taken effect. Step number 3 is to boost and connect. Again, this is using the device that they provide you to boost and extend your coverage service. And then step number 4 is where you're rewarded and you receive payment depending on how many people have connected to your node. So I'll leave the link to this down below. Again, it talks about the potential to earn, how you can contribute, and the effortless setup and community support. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the competition, right? So again, in the air of being transparent, but then also gauging where the value proposition from World Mobile stems, let's take a look at Cox. Now, before I jump into Cox, I do want to quickly touch on some more general data. This will be the information that I have when it comes to the average monthly cost of internet in 2023. As it states here, we've got a breakdown in 3 separate tiers, very similar to the pricing model that the World Mobile team has used, in which we have tier number 3, providing the slowest speeds or basic internet, and that'll be 100 megabytes. And that typically has an average cost of about $50 a month. Tier number 2 is a lot faster, between 400 and 500 megabytes, which appears to sort of translate to the top tier for the World Mobile Broadband Service. However, this is going for about $80 a month. Last but not least, we've got tier number 1, which is what I currently have, about a gig plus per for upload and download, which that typically costs around $90 a month. So if we jump over here, we've got a pretty cool map breaking down some of the biggest ISPs or internet service providers per state. We've got Nevada here with Reno included, which right now it appears that Cox appears to have the majority of the market share in that area. So I've taken a little bit of time to just take a look here at some of the pricing data for Cox, in which, again, keep in mind that each state will probably be a little bit different, but this is an official piece of documentation coming directly from the Cox team. So this breaks down the plan, the service type, the download speed, the data cap, and the price. So looking at the fastest internet speeds, they provide, again, gigabit connection, and that's for $99 a month. They've got their ultimate package, which is cable-based internet, and as opposed to fiber, which is the fastest, which provides a download speed of 300 megabytes for $79 a month. And then we've got Cox Internet Preferred, providing 150 megabytes for $60 a month, followed by their Internet Starter package, which provides 10 megabytes per second with $29 associated for that. So World Mobile, let me jump back over here, providing the minimum. So if I jump back over to residential here, the minimum is 25, then 100, then 500. Here we have 10, 30, 150, 300, 1000. So the closest one that we have to the smallest package for World Mobile is this 30 megabytes here, again for $40, whereas on World Mobile, that goes for about $30. So it is cheaper with that respect. Then we have the 150 here, which is going for about $60 compared to World Mobile. We have 100 going for $60 here. So pretty comparable. And then lastly, we have the 300, which is going for $79. And if I jump back over here, they don't have a 300. We've gotten a 500 for 130, whereas the gigabit is $99. So I would definitely love to see maybe some more competitive pricing here from the World Mobile team. But I do understand that this is just their very first endeavor in one small area. And as the network expands, they'll be aiming to provide cheaper prices to be more competitive and to closer align with some of the more dominant players in the current market spaces. The very last thing I want to touch on and highlight is the release of some of the Airnodes. You guys may recall we just had the completion of Op-Band beta, where we saw 20 Airnodes going up for sale. I believe about half of those were the portals, and then half of those were the Titans, which were a lot bigger, operating on WMS or the World Mobile Spectrum, as opposed to CBRS utilizing the Portal 180 and the Portal 360. Here we've got a member from the team taking a look at the Portal 180 and 360s, which have officially been delivered. I'll leave the official link to this down below. They've got some documentation breaking down all the highlights and key features. And in closing of today's video, I want to give a shout out here to an Earnode operator and a fellow stake pool operator, which is the Nova Earth nodes. So Nova's gone through the entire process of creating a YouTube video, breaking down what Operation Airnode is, some of the benefits of becoming an Airnode operator, and exactly how you can join the World Mobile community. That will do it here for today's video, breaking down everything going on with World Mobile, aiming to connect the unconnected. Again, welcome and congrats to the team for launching and bringing out a brand new sector for World Mobile to kind of participate in. That is the ISP service or the broadband service. So let me know what you guys think down below. How do these rates compare to your rates? How much are you paying for your ISP or your internet service? And exactly what are your upload and download speeds? As always, if you found this particular video to be helpful or insightful in any way, shape, or form, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more content like this, consider subscribing to Dapp Central. And last but not least, if you have any questions for me about World Mobile or Cardano in general, then make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.